All right. Well, welcome everyone to Ignite San Diego number 7. Can I hear it from our repeat customers? Who here has been to an Ignite event before? All right, and now let me hear it from all the first timers out in the audience. Oh man, we've got a lot of you. Welcome, thank you for joining us. My name's Kristina, I'm one of your hosts this evening, and I'm gonna be giving you a quick overview of what to expect this evening, and what better way to do that than through an Ignite talk. Every speaker you see up here on stage tonight is gonna have exactly 5 minutes. They will have 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds, whether they're ready or not. We really have a really active social media community, so be sure to use the official Ignite SD hashtag. We're even gonna be giving away some tickets to our fall event to some of you tweeters and grammars, so be sure to use that hashtag to be eligible. So, what is Ignite? We asked this of some of our speakers at a training session, and we had one answer that really resonated with me. She said, Ignite is for curious people. I love that. And it got me thinking, this curiosity got me thinking about the idea of a growth mindset, which is the idea that our intelligence, our knowledge is not fixed or inherent, but that with the right perspective, we can be constantly learning and evolving and bringing new things into our world. And this idea was developed by a Stanford professor who looked at students who were getting failing grades, and she flipped it. Instead of failure, she looked at that as an opportunity, and she started to give the grade of not yet. So just by changing your perspective and not hearing this is something you're bad at, but by hearing this is something you just haven't gotten yet, you can embrace this growth mindset and be more open and receptive to change. I often encourage my friends to submit Ignite talks. They can vouch for you, they're out there in the audience. And I get a really common answer, which is, there are so many people who know more about that than I do. But that's not what Ignite is. Ignite is for your unique perspective, your story. And this concept of being the best really holds us back a lot, because in order to get up here on stage and in order to embrace a growth mindset, you don't need to worry about being the best. You have to stop worrying about that and start thinking about just getting a little bit better. So you're gonna hear from a lot of speakers, and they've all embraced a growth mindset in some way, whether it's with their topic or just getting up on stage tonight. And some people are repeat speakers, others have never been on stage in their lives. So my experience with Ignite has really helped me embrace a growth mindset. When I became an organizer 4 years ago, I was the logistics person. I'm great at planning, it's a natural talent, but I didn't know the first thing about public speaking. But just through exposure, little by little, I've picked things up, and now I feel pretty comfortable being up on stage today, which is pretty great. I've come a long way. Oh, thanks. I have a whole repertoire of Ignite talks I'd love to give. They include the role bicycles played in the women's rights movement, why breakfast tacos are far superior to breakfast burritos, and how seeing an Ignite talk about chickens inspired me to get my own chickens. That's right, I live in Normal Heights, and I have 5 chickens. Yeah, I get fresh eggs every day, and these chickens are representative of my brain, or rather my growth mindset. And I'm just here to remind you that if you have the right perspective, you too can be an urban chicken farmer. But please check local regulations before you get chickens. So, you're gonna hear from 16 speakers tonight, and they come from a variety of backgrounds. Like I said, some of them have never been on stage before, others are very experienced. Some are sharing a profession, while others are sharing a pastime or a newly found passion. Others have a lifelong attachment to what they're talking about. So we'd like to ask of you, our audience, a few things. First, think about your perspective. How is your mindset, and how would tonight and how would your life be different if you embraced a growth mindset? And you can do that in a few ways. First, what makes you curious? What do you see up on stage, and how can you get a little bit more involved? Can you ask questions? Can you introduce yourself? What is sparking your curiosity? And second, are these people that you see up on stage tonight in these topics, maybe you don't know them, But this is your community. Every speaker up here is a local San Diegan. So is it that you don't know these people, or do you just not know them yet? So with that, we have told them that you're the best audience they will ever speak in front of. So please help us deliver on this and cheer them on, support their efforts. This is not an easy thing to do, and respect what they have to say, whether you agree with it or not. And without any further ado, can we get a big round of applause to welcome in our first Ignite San Diego #7 speaker.